to learn about control flow. There are two things in control flow. First one is the loops and second one is the conditional statements. So first we go with loop and for loop or for in loop. So running a loop we need an array or anything which have a multiple values. So like first, so basic simple. If we want to run for loop on n integers or like first 10 integers, so we can for I, the name of variable you want to use within the loop, in and first value, the last value, or print I. So you can see it's print 1 2 3 4 5 7 8 9 10. Along with, if you do not want to include the 10 value, you can remove it and you can just make it lesser than. You can see it's removed the last point. Also, in last topic, collection type, we run loop or iterate over a array or anything or set or dictionary. So like we have an array, let arr of ints. So int 1 2 3 4 5. We want to run this, so we did not, we just iterate it and this will done of each element. So you use for in loop to iterate over a sequence such as item in an element, range of numbers or character in a string. So we also can run a loop on a string. Like we have some string called test 1 2 3. So for loop iterate over a string one by one, test 1 2 3 by within an index and return a character. So I is now a character type. So you can see test 1 2 3. Now while loop, like in for loop we need first condition to last condition. Same, and it's iterating one by one, or in array it will be run with index 0 1 2 3, or in a string it will be run with then an index like a 0 1 2 3 to last index of an element. Now in while we are just exit condition, or we can run anything like we have variable I equal to 0, or we want to run the loop till I is double digit number, or I is greater than equal to 10. So now we print I plus, we are increasing the value of I by 2. So you can see sorry, y I is less than or equal to 10. You can see it print 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So basically in while loop we have while keyword, we have any exit condition, or we have some statement of lines. But but this condition, the exit condition is compulsory. If you did not have any exit condition, then loop is go to infinity. Now we have conditional statement to check, like we check condition in while. It's an exit condition. To check any condition anywhere, we have if. So like we have 3% Nick, which have amount of 1000. Jones, the amount of 1900, and we want to check who have the highest amount. If we can, if here, if Nick have greater amount than Jones, so we can print Nick is richest. Now we run it. So as Nick did not have much amount, but if we make it 11,000, now we check it. It print Nick is richest. So if in if statement we have keyword if, we have conditional statement to check the condition, and then we have a statement to run, but it run only once. Now second, if a Nick have lesser amount, Jones have much amount, so we have else. If if condition not match, then it goes to else. So else is Jones is richest. You can see now Nick is richest. If we make it with the large with 1000, what happen if we have 3%? Like we have Sam who have 1200. Now we to check richest, we need to check in both three, in all three. So firstly we use an operator AND to check is Nick is richest. To make Nick is richest, Nick need to be richest from both to Jones and to Sam. We have else if to check multiple conditions in same statement. So else if, now we check with Jones. Jones need to be greater than Sam, or now we have else. So we try to understand what happened here. Firstly, we check with the Nick. Is Nick is richest? To become Nick is richest, Nick need to be more value than Jones and Sam. So we check here. If it not happen, then it will go to else. So it come here because Nick have only 1000, Jones have 1900, and Sam at 1200. So 1000 less than. So it condition is false here and again false here. So it will come here. Now we know Nick have less amount than John because if he have more amount then it will become here. So we just check with Sam. So to check with Sam, we check this. If it happen, then it will come here. So 1900 is greater than 1200, then it will be here. Now if both are not rejected, then third RAM is rejected, and then it will go here. So if we run it, now Jones is rejected, but if we make Sam is rejected, then first it will check between 1000 and 900. Nick is rejected. Now 1000 and 1200. Sam is rejected. Now it will be check 900 and 1200. Now it will not happen. Then it will come here. If we make it only 200. So you can see Nick is rejected because both conditions met. Now we have switch condition. So same like if switch have multiple values, if like we are using if else for multiple conditions, but if we want we have lots of condition to writing if else if it's very complicated. We make it switch like we have an array, or we have single digit numbers. Numbers. So n is a single digit number which has a value between 0 to 9. So where n, or we are taking the value of n from the users, so it can be anything. Currently it's a 1, but it can be anything. Now we need to check the value 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9. So we need to write multiple if else. If we write this, if n equal to 0, print value is 0, else if n equal to 1, print 1. Now same for 2. Now same for 3. Now same for 4. Now same for 5. Now same for 6. Now same for 7. Now same for 8. Now same for 9. Or in last, if it's not between 0 to 1, so we write an else print it's not an single digit number. So you can see there will be lots of line of code here, or if we run it, so because n is 1, so it will goes here, it will check first this, but it will not happen, then it will come here and then it print here. But if we make it 9, then it will run all the conditions and go on in last, second last. Or if we make it 90, then it will be written it is not a single number. This is really complex, so make it easy, we can use switch condition here. So make it switch, we just need to pass the value which need to check, like value of n, and the expected values in cases like 1, we will print first 0, we can print here, and now we can write multiple cases according to condition. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. Or if nothing is met, it's not a single digit number. So now we run this. So in print it's not a single digit number, but if we move it to 9 and then again, then value is 9. So this is switch statement. Now we have tuples. So tuple is work like a, like again it's based on index with key value. So how can we use it? Like we want to make a tuple where some variable name tup, or need to, so using tuple we have just, we can use like 1 colon 1, Firstly, we are checking with the index. So we have tuple which have two elements int or int. So we can provide the data type here two, or we it's if we not provide it can automatically bring it int and int. Now if we want to access it, the print top or at zero index. So zero index we have one. Or it can be on first index. Is all for today.